The fact that you think I mistreated BBJ, she was my everything.
She also shaved her butt today because she had like mats. She had like long unruly fur, and there was like poop in the fur, so they just shaved.
She was my everything. This mug is so thick today. I hope it makes you extra mad. You all did something horrible for BBJ if you think she's better off with that insane stalker. And I said I was taking her to the vet to get it taken care of. You should have taken her to the vet before Kuwait. Her nails were fine. I never took my pets to the vet, barely, unless they were sick. I never took my pets to the vet. Barely, unless they were sick. Ever. I need to save her from euthanizing BBJ. Meanwhile, look at me. I bet you're a lot of fun at parties.
Hello everybody. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Foodie Beauty, Chantal actually confirming and admitting that she has been neglecting BBJ. So as you heard, Chantal said that she never took her cats to the vet. She also, in that live stream, said that she never had any problems not taking her cats to the vet because no one ever mentioned it. I just like to say the reason that nobody ever mentioned it was because you started out as a mukbang channel and you only showed food when you were eating and the cats were in the background. They didn't know how you were living. Here's how you were living. This is what BBJ lived in, and Sam. And you and Pete's. I am not judging you for living that way at all. I don't care that you live that way. No judgment here for you living that way. But you should not have exposed your pets to living that way. Once you start bringing in innocent pets and neglecting them and having them live in this way, that's not okay. So no judgment towards you for living that way. You live whichever way you want, honey. Those innocent pets did not deserve that. So she says that she never took her cats to the vet unless they were sick. Here's basic common sense. Cats are typically considered to be senior when they reach 11 years of age. You keep saying BBJ is 20. Because many feline diseases and injuries are more common in senior cats, we recommend taking your senior companion to the vet every 6 months. By the way, you don't need Dr. Google to tell you that. You know how human beings go at the very least once a year, usually, okay? Or sometimes twice a year, whatever, for a checkup. I know people don't like to go, but animals can't speak, Chantal. They need to be taken. She thinks that she's exposing, spilling the tea or whatever on FFG's sister-in-law, and she thinks that she's providing all these receipts when all you are really doing, Chantal, is just exposing yourself, that you were aware that you were neglecting BBJ, your elder cat, and you're always telling yourself, and you have today, if you guys have not been keeping up with what is going on, the most outrageous story, I would say, in a while. I have a bunch of videos on this. I think I need to make a playlist of this, but I'll link some videos at the end of this one. I just made a video on this. Basically, Foodie Beauty has been neglecting and, in my opinion, mistreating her cats. Her cat Sam has recently had to be actually shaved because, his fur, his dander was not in good condition. But BBJ has actually taken the most opinion mistreatment. BBJ has had a lot of negative things happen to her. We discussed that French Fried Gorl actually was able to rescue the cat, and the people that adopted BBJ from Foodie Beauty were FFG's sister-in-law and brother, right? And BBJ has been mistreated severely, in my opinion. And so now this video is Foodie Beauty going between crying about BBJ and saying she was a great pet owner and actually exposing herself. And the worst thing for me at this point is actually hearing Chantal say, I never took my cats to the vet and everything was fine. Yes. Congratulations, you played yourself. All right, so we're going to get into it. As always, my videos are, usually for entertainment purposes only, not meant to be taken seriously. I am just sharing opinions, not facts, on public figures, what they are choosing to make public, okay? I would urge you, if you can, please try to be kind in the comment section to these people. Please never ever go to their channels and leave them mean-spirited, negative, discouraging, disparaging comments. I am not comparing these public figure stories to your stories. I am just speaking on individual dramas that these people are making public. So Chantal has made numerous community page posts about FFG and a video, but here's the most interesting thing. This is a DM between FFG's French Fried Gorl's sister-in-law and Chantal. So on Wednesday at 2:49 a.m., Chantal messages French Fried Gorl's sister-in-law and says this. Hi, so part of the reason I was bringing BBJ to the vet tomorrow was to get her nails trimmed, as while I was away, they grew too long and into her pads of her feet. So a vet will have to clip them. Her appointment is for 2:30, so how about I bring her to have them clipped, and then she can be picked up after like around 3:30 or 4, depending. Let me know. And then they had like a whole conversation. She doxes this woman. She shows her actual Instagram name, her supposed, I don't know if this person, used their real name. I don't know. I'm not going to show any of that. You're not seeing that in this screenshot. And then Chantal blocked the account. Okay. So what this shows, Chantal kept saying, and you'll see in this video, she keeps saying she has receipts. The receipts prove that you were aware while in Kuwait that your cat was suffering, was being neglected, and was more than likely in pain. You don't have to be a genius to understand that the nails had grown so far that they are going into the pads. That's why she limps down the stairs. That's why she was walking in a strange way. So you knew the whole time you were with your fake husband over there, who already told you. And I say that it's a fake marriage because it's been revealed that she wasn't married when she said that she was. And more importantly, a man that told you that he already did not love you. He said it. She had a whole deleted live stream on it. I have a whole video on it.
Whenever Pete showed me her claws on video, I did ask to see them. They looked normal to me. Asked to see them. They looked normal to me. If he doesn't love me after one fight, he never did.
And she said, oh, she took it to mean that way. He didn't really say it. Right. While in Kuwait with a stranger that you barely know, you knew your cat was suffering. Your elder cat, that cat was there for you for a very long time. When BB dumped you, a cat was there for you. And what did you do? You knew, you had knowledge. You could have wired money, as I said before, to Pete to take BBJ to the vet and given Pete Uber money, wired him Uber money and vet money. You didn't even take her to the vet when you came back. As I said before, she continuously went on shopping for food. In the live stream that we're going to look at a little bit today, she actually bought herself Amazon presents, socks. She bought herself, whatever clothing. She bought herself things. She constantly bought smoothies and mascara. But you needed to wait to payday to take BBJ to the vet. The number one thing, first of all, I would never be in this situation because, like I said, most human beings would have just wired the money to Pete to just take care of, BBJ with the vet while you were in Kuwait. But you should have immediately, it should have been your first priority to take your suffering, mistreated, neglected cats to the vet. She didn't want anyone to know the truth about BBJ's health condition, as I told you for weeks now, and that's why she really wanted to euthanize the cat. And remember, she wanted to euthanize the cat, in my opinion, this is an opinion, because no one would know how bad the neglect and mistreatment had gotten due to herself. And by the way, I don't believe for a second that the cat's, nails got to this point. Actually, while she was in Kuwait, she almost never took her, cats to the vet. She then says, I literally asked to bring BBJ to the vet and was told, no, receipts coming. The receipts prove that you neglected your cat and knew about it. The receipts that you shared make it so much more worse for you, Chantal. And also ignored see below. So master manipulator FFG wanted to use the nail situation for content. Proof I was literally going to take BBJ and pay for the vet. Wow, congratulations. You were her owner. You were her caretaker. You don't get it. You were supposed to be taking your cats to the vet regularly, every bunch of months. If you can't afford that, you could afford to pay your ex-non-boyfriend's rent, but you can't take BBJ to the vet, right? You just didn't care about your cats. You didn't care about them. You're so angry that FFG's sister-in-law has them because you don't like FFG. In general, you would have given BBJ to anyone that would take her because you so deeply didn't want her. I have clearly told FFG many times I do not want her involved in any way in my life, so it was highly wrong for her to do this. She is using BBJ as a pawn and exploiting the situation when I would have taken care of it. Wonderful. So no, she is not a savior, but is emotionally manipulating her audience. I will post a video with all the conversation which shows I have good faith that this woman who lied was fully caring for BBJ And if FFG had any involvement, of course, I would not have given her to this person and found another home. You were going to give BBJ to the first person that genuinely asked. At the end of the day, you don't care about your cats. Your actions prove that. Listen, if you learned nothing from my Kermit channel, learn this. People's words don't matter, it's their actions. Their actions are the only thing that matters. Anyone can say anything. What is the person's actions? FFG backed up her words with her actions. She was able to rescue the cat, give the cat a good home with her sister-in-law and brother. What are your actions? Being in Kuwait while your cat suffered? That's your actions, okay? So, okay, again, the person being praised for saving BBJ from euthanasia euthanized her 2 dogs because the dogs were ill and there was nothing more that can be done for those dogs. You wanted to euthanize the completely healthy cat. But stay brainless. I am moving on from this toxic community and French Fried, whatever will be dealt with offline. This is the last of this situation you will hear about online other than the video with the conversation coming up where she doxes herself. And I'm moving on, living my life as usual. No one will take my happiness from me. Stay mad, babies. I remember a woman, this is in the ex-non-boyfriend year when she was dating her ex-non-boyfriend, had super chatted, had sent her like $200 to take the cat to the vet. She didn't. It was ridiculous. She said it. She told you. It's not even an opinion. She almost never took her cats to the vet unless they were sick. That it makes you a terrible pet owner. You are supposed to get checkups. Just like a human being gets a checkup. Like, okay, you're supposed to get a regular checkup at a doctor, like at least once a year. But for pets, it's more than that. They need to get groomed. They need to get their nails done. You should not have any pets, lady. You neglected your pets. You're no different than somebody else in girl world that I know. You neglected your pets. You did very terrible things. You should have taken your cats to the vet every bunch of months for grooming, for nails. You clearly should have taken BBJ and Sam to the vet before you went to Kuwait. You did nothing. You did nothing for that cat. You did zero for BBJ. Being in Kuwait, fighting with Salah's friend, knowing that your cats were suffering. You knew. This proves that you knew that the cat was suffering. You did nothing. Always get that good karma, right, Chantal? Cats deserve better, and now they have better. She also made a video pretty much calling FFG a psycho, and she made numerous community page posts calling FFG various different names. She actually said that she reported French Fried Gorl. I don't really believe that that happened. It looks like some weird convo. I don't believe that when you report somebody in the chat box that the person says that the channel, like you see how it says it is indeed giving HATE, that the person that she reported FFG to said this. Chantal doesn't even understand how to report channels. There's numerous ways, by the way, to report channels. This isn't one of them. How much more fake can your statements be? This is like basically 3 days apart, right? These are 2 community page posts, okay? One of them is before she found out that French Fried Gorl's sister-in-law had the cat, and one of them is after she found out, right? Okay. So we have the new lucky BBJ parent said she is loving this sofa as her own and is already making herself at home. I miss her. This is weird years, right? So BBJ parent said she's loving the sofa as her own and is already making herself at home. Right after finding out that it's French Fried Gorl's sister-in-law that has the cat, BBJ looks miserable on this gross blah, blah, blah blanket. Okay, hope you're all happy you're proud using an elder cat for drama and views. So as soon as you found out that it was her sister-in-law, this was a gross, bad blanket and BBJ looked miserable. However, 5 seconds before that, it was FFG's sister-in-law. BBJ's parent said she's loving this sofa as her own. Loving the sofa as her own, gross, bad sofa. Okay, you understand what I'm trying to say? Chantal. BBJ looks miserable on this blanket. Hope you are all happy and proud using an elder cat for drama and views. You used an elder cat to your own what? What did you do to the elder cat? Nobody used BBJ for drama and views. You neglected BBJ to such a point that BBJ, she went through very painful procedures, is now on antibiotics. And really was suffering. Like FFG said in her video, and I'll link her video down below, that the other vet that was in another room that was not FFG's vet came in and knocked and said, is everything okay in here? Because BBJ was crying so badly from the procedures. You did that, okay? You did that, Chantal. You neglected and mistreated your cat so badly. I mean, I don't even know what to say. She then says, sick people, your time is coming. She calls FFG a name. You people, it's what justice for BBJ. I took care of her for 20 years. Meanwhile, FFG euthanized her dog. Enough, get a life. I don't even know what you're talking about. She had to put her dogs down because they were sick. Your whole thing was, let me get rid of BBJ. FFG's vet said that BBJ has a lot of life in her and she doesn't pretty much need to get euthanized. You try to get rid of your cat, K-I-L-L, your cat, because you didn't want people, in my opinion, to know how far the neglect has gone. I don't even know what to say, Chantal. This is a far cry from you doing mukbangs and doing funny things. What happened to you, Chantal? Because I've been watching since the mukbang days. What has happened? You've basically mistreated these animals to the point where now they're going through painful procedures.
I'd like to know exactly karma for what? For what? For what? For defending myself against the constant harassment from this evil? What did I do to this horrible person?
How about we talk about what you did to BBJ? Why was the fur matted? Why did the actual nails grow into the, the paws? Okay. Why exactly was the cat emaciated? Okay, you said that the cat didn't really eat well, was, hard at hearing. None of that is true. You didn't, obviously, FFG also said that the cat was eating ferociously, has a great appetite. Why is she so emaciated? Yeah, because Pete's already exposed you that you only had treats and you didn't have the food. Listen, Chantal, you did a lot of negative behaviors to the cats. The other cat had to be shaved because supposedly so much dander, Sam. The thing is this, you neglected your pets, and in my opinion, I'm allowed to have this opinion, you mistreated your cats. And that's a nice way of saying that other word that I'm not going to say here, okay? As far as what you did to FFG, you don't actually have to do anything to her. Commentary, critical commentary is allowed on YouTube. It is. It's allowed by your boss, okay? You have done a lot of critical commentary on your ex-non-boyfriend and his new girlfriend, and you have continued to go past and beyond that. You stalked him out. You stalked his whole life. Like DJ Paulie D over there in Jersey Shore. You stalked out your ex-non-boyfriend's whole life.
You're going to be so miserable, and I'm going to love every minute watching you be miserable. Yes, doxing. Yeah.
But what did you do to her? She's a commentator, okay? She commentates on your life. That's allowed. She's a, everybody has a different style and what they want to do. Now, you always say that you're very, very super, good karma. You never have anything bad happen to you because you're so amazing and you don't do anything. Chantal, you have now exposed yourself that you have been neglecting and mistreating your pets for years. So that is your own karma, that you wanted to euthanize BBJ so badly that at this point, you exposed yourself. Had you taken FFG up on the offer, you would have taken the NDA, taken her money. Nobody would have had to know the tea and the truth, that you've been neglecting your pets for a long time.
Miserable person. For her to harass me like this. So you know what? You won, okay? You have BBJ, good for you. You can tell the world that her nails grew too long, even though I have receipts telling who was supposed to have the cat that her nails were long, and I have receipts that I acknowledge that. And
so the fact that you have receipts, that you knew about the problem, right? You knew about the problem, but chose not to do anything about it, makes the situation worse. I think that Chantal wants ASS pats for saying that she knew the problem was happening and she was going to take BBJ to the vet. You are not a good pet owner, in my opinion, and have mistreated your cat and neglected BBJ as well as Sam, because you allowed for months and months to pass by without getting them medical critical care of this. You knew things were bad and you were going to buy different kinds of mascara. You obviously showed that you purchased new Amazon packages. You obviously purchased yourself everything you wanted, food, mascara, everything, smoothies, coffees, but you needed to wait to payday to take BBJ to the vet. This isn't like a little thing. The cat could barely walk down the stairs because the nails were digging into the paws. At the end of the day, Chantal, you having receipts that FFG's, sister-in-law knew the problem and you knew the problem and you told her about the problem only shows how much more worse it is. It's not like you were unaware. You neglected and you knew. The reason why we say you neglected the pet is because you ignored the reality that was looming, that your pet was was having problems. And by the way, FFG's sister-in-law does have the cat. Just because FFG can spend time with BBJ, it's not her cat. FFG said she's not a cat person, and sister-in-law has it. Like, what is your claim to fame here? That you knew how bad the problem was and you were gonna take care of it? No.
That I offered to take her to the vet today when you euthanized your 2 dogs and one of them for anxiety. Anyway, none of you are too bright. So, good for you. Good for you. I have nothing else to say. I have no words. I'm not, at the end of the day, yeah, she's rehomed. I don't know. This person is sick. I don't know what she might do. Like,
How could you not see this coming from a mile away? FFG continuously offered to take your cat. Somebody else is super persistent. You don't think she has a connection to her? I don't believe that you didn't see this coming. I think that you didn't care what was coming as long as you didn't have to take care of those cats. You should have rehomed them a long time ago. It's really sad that you have explained to us that you knew how bad the problems were, and you didn't come back from Kuwait, and you didn't dump your husband for this, and you didn't wire money to Pete's. See, every step of the way you had a way out. Every step of the way you had a way out, Chantal. Even if you didn't want to come back, you could have wired Pete's the money. You could have asked one of your, followers to help Pete's with the money to take, I'm sure even somebody would have drove Pete's there and back. With the following that you had, somebody would have helped the cats. It is unbelievable to me that you are now accusing these people of not being good people when they did a whole lot more than you did.
Go to these lengths and you're not worried about BBJ's well-being and her care. The fact that you think I mistreated BBJ is bullshit in my videos. There's compilations of me how I treat she was my everything. So shut up about that.
Look, I wanted to leave that in so we could all have a good laugh. Look, this is beyond all sense of reality for me. Chantal, you just said in the beginning of this video that you did not take your cats to the vet. She was your everything, so you gave her away to the first stranger who would ask. Thanks for nothing. She seriously gave away BBJ to the first stranger that she didn't even find out who this person was. Like I said in the first video, what if this person was a dangerous person who meant her harm? Chantal, she was not your everything. And by the way, look, I understand that sometimes people lie and they're effective. This is ineffective lying. It was your everything. So you tried to euthanize her, meaning end her life, and you gave her to the first person that would ask. Without doing a background check. They could have been anybody. What if you actually met not FFG's family who took her to the vet and they're going to care for her, but what if you gave her to some person that actually caused her harm? She was your everything. You let feces on her body to the point where the fur was matted. She was your everything? What are you talking about? You neglected her and mistreated her. What are you talking about? You gave her away to anyone who would take her.
It's BS and you know it. This sick.
Let's just acknowledge that there was a wardrobe change. This woman is devastated over FFG stealing her cat. FFG doesn't even have your cat. It's her sister-in-law that adopted the cat, not FFG. FFG is going to see the cat and play with the cat, but it's not FFG's cat. But anyways, I digress. So this is still the same stream, people, just so everybody is very clear. It's the same stream. It's the same stream. I'm not going to post the entire stream. She literally took a break during the stream for a wardrobe change. Can you please explain to me why it matters for you to change your, clothing items? Why does it matter to change how you look currently while you are devastated and crying? Who cares what you look like if this woman really stole your cat? This is all for show, for drama and views. You know, she has accused people of using an elderly cat for views and drama. What are you doing?
Somebody else messaged me. FFG has bullied me? Yes, I'm a human being. I have feelings. Okay? So being bullied by the same, stalked and harassed, everything I do is shunned by her. You think I want to give my cat and my cat anything to do with that? Really? And then demanding to have my cat inserting herself in my life? Really? Really? I find it, I don't even know. Like, I'm so disappointed that so many people don't see anything wrong with stalking and harassing.
Chantal, serious question. If you genuinely, I'm trying to be as fair as possible here, okay? If you truly feel that this woman is harassing you and stalking you, why have you not gone to the police and filed a report? Why? Why have you not reported her to YouTube? Again, as always, I am not telling her to do that. I'm not saying she should do that. What I am saying is this. I mean, first of all, if I were you, I would send this woman flowers. I would thank her for rescuing your cat, for being kind and generous to even, rescue your cat, pay money for your cat, and take on the responsibility. But I'm talking about her sister-in-law and her family and her as well to help your cat. All jokes aside, if you truly believe that this woman is stalking and harassing you, other than the police, why have you not reported her to YouTube? I just saw a stream that, I put a few clips in the beginning where she said that the way that she's reported FFG was like, in the chat box. There's other ways. You haven't even made a real attempt. You know why? Because this is drama that Chantal needs for her channel to thrive. I'm going to say this again. First of all, every single thing I have said throughout the situation has come true. I told you that she was, hiding BBJ's real issues from whoever would adopt her, and that's why she didn't want anyone to take her to the vet. That's why she was adamant about taking her to the vet. That's why she didn't want to rehome. That's why she wanted to euthanize. So I'm going to say this again. What is Foodie Beauty's channel about currently, if it's not about French Fried Gorl? I'm being serious with you. I'm not even joking around. What is Foodie Beauty's channel without talking about, French Fried Gorl? Your whole channel, Chantal, as somebody that's been watching, I've been watching Chantal since the mukbang days. I'm telling you. She used to be a mukbang channel. Before that, she was a beauty channel, whatever. Chantal, your whole channel is writing community page posts about FFG and responding to all her streams about you. And some of it is about your husband and the dramas, whatever. Most of it is about FFG. Without FFG, do you still have a channel? Answer that question.
Doing this, I don't know. People following you around and everything else. Like, I don't know. I don't want anything to do with it. So you know what? You have my cat. You've exposed me for being a horrible human cat owner being. Whatever you want to think of me, leave me alone. You've gone really, really far. You're disgusting. I don't know how people, I don't get it. Like, you guys are so desperate for drama. She'll put her down just like the two dogs, yeah. I have prioritized BBJ. Give me a break. Give me a break. Because I choose to rehome my pets, I'm a bad pet owner.
You are a bad pet owner, in my opinion, because you neglected Sam and BBJ. BBJ seemed more neglected than Sam. BBJ, fur was matted, had feces mixed with the matted fur. It's terrible. It's outrageous, okay? Nobody should be living in these conditions. BBJ's nails were going into the paws. That is why you are a bad pet owner, not because you want to rehome. You neglected. You knew. You you proved to us you knew something was wrong and you still didn't get help. On top of this, keep talking. Keep saying that FFG euthanized her dogs for trivial reasons. The person that's going to be having a fantastic case against you for lying about a public figure is going to be her against you. Everyone here knows that she euthanized her dogs because she had no other choice. And as always, my condolences. This is honestly, Chantal, I have to tell you something. No matter how bad you think other people are, focus on yourself, because you had the responsibility of those pets. Those pets were not FFG's responsibility.
That is so ridiculous. I hope you take care of her. Like, you are legit deranged. And I'm sure someday you will pay for everything you've done. We'll see. Like, I'm crying because I'm so tired. I'm just done. Like, you win. All I care about right now is my relationship with God, my relationship with my husband, and getting out of here.
My personal opinion, you never cared about those cats. You barely even care about yourself. No matter how much stuff you buy yourself, I don't believe you love yourself. That's just my opinion. You can't possibly say you love yourself, you respect yourself, and you treat living beings this way. All right, well, I wish everybody mentioned all the best to BBJ. I'm very thankful that BBJ is now in a safe place. Thank you guys so very much for watching today. Comments, questions, thoughts, leave them in the comments down below. I want to thank you so very much for spending some of your time with me today. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed today's video, please check out the video that's popping up here. You may enjoy it, you may not enjoy it. It's going to be on a similar topic. If you don't enjoy it, go watch the video, leave it a dislike, be a friend. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next time. Bye.